What is going on, YouTube? We're back with another video today. Today's video is going to be all about Tabletop Simulator, why I chose Tabletop Simulator to run D&D with my friends. So yeah, I'm going to show you the board I use, all some of the cool features and all that kind of fun stuff. So let's get into it. Let's get Tabletop Simulator opened. What's really cool about Tabletop Simulator is a lot of people have already done a ton of work. The workshop is full of absolutely everything you need to run D&D completely online. So let's get this opened up here. So I'm going to pull up my map and my board. I'll show you some of the cool features you can do. The reason we ended up, we tried some of the like Foundry, the Shard Tabletop. We tried, what's the other one? I can't remember off the top of my head. But my group of friends, lack of a better term, have no imagination. So they were not fully involved with the game. So I did a little more research and found that Tabletop Simulator has some cool, everything's in 3D. You have models that they move around. It's not just a token and an overhead view of the board. And that's something that I believe they enjoyed way more, and I get a lot of more interaction from my players with that. So this here is Tabletop Simulator. So, you know, every player has their own little section here. And like I said, this is just a table that I found through the workshop. Everyone has all their dice over here, D4s, D6s. It's really cool. You can pick them up. You can roll your dice. So it gives you your total and things like that. As the DM, this is my little area. So back here, you know, like I said, people have put in all this work for everything to run D&D. So you don't even have to. I mean, it's probably important to still have your DM's guide and your player's handbook and things like that, but they did a really good job at getting all of this into the game already for you. So this can, you know, you have your different cards for your different types of creatures. Someone's gone in and put every single thing in the game. Creature cards by books, for example. I can pull this out. Here's the monster manual. I can search this. And this is going to come up with every single creature in the monster manual. All the stats, everything that you need. You can then take these and let's say I want a zombie card, right? So I can pull that out. I can move it over here. And let's say I'm going to have one zombie at, I don't know, 52 hit points, one zombie at 32 or 36, and I can keep track of all of that. So, you know, throughout the encounter, you know, zombie 3 loses hit points, I just come here and get rid of that. And it's an easy way for me to track it all virtually instead of keeping track manually. Some other cool features is there's just little things like someone created this light bar, which you can darken your maps. You can, if you're describing something, you can change the colors. If it's morning or nighttime, you can have music going in the background. It's really cool. What I really like, let me get rid of this here, is the 3D maps. There's a guy His name is Murder Hobo on YouTube. He's made a ton of 3D battle maps. There's lots of people who have made 3D battle maps. So you can go in, and I've got all these saved objects here. In the one world, that's not what I want. So for example, let's take this guy. Oop, I just dropped him off the map. There he is. So there's this cool thing called One World. Let's clear that. Let's drop this guy on the map. And I have a fully 3D battle map that I can then run with my players. As you can see, whoever created this map, I'm not sure if this one was by Murder Hobo or not. They've got this fog feature up here, 3D terrain with the trees and this ruined castle over here. Really cool for my players to engage with. And what I like a lot about Tabletop Simulator is the fact that they actually have Fog of War as well. So I can add in Fog of War. So I can, oh look, they got the clouds all throughout the, kind of give it an eerie feeling in the air. Which this is all stuff that you can change and make kind of your own as well. But with the Fog of War, so I, as the DM, can see everything, obviously. I need to be able to. But as soon as I, change color, so let's see, let's say if I was the blue player, this is what I would see. Now, obviously, I would have to do a little adjustments to fully hide the castle because of how tall it is. But as the blue player, I can only see what my character is going to see. So I actually made these little chips. I can't do it as that. These little chips I've designed to reveal Fog of War for specific colors. So if you have a thief in your group and the thief wants to go off and explore, the thief can go do that. However, when I reveal the map to him, only he is going to see that. Now, obviously, you don't have to do that. You can do it and reveal it for the whole party if you want to. But so, for example, this is the blue player. This is the blue chip that I have set up to reveal Fog of War. So I'm just going to move it around here real quick. I'm going to plop it over here. I'll switch back to the blue player. Now this bottom piece here is all one piece. That's why it got revealed. But now the blue player can see everything that I had revealed with that blue chip. Now, like I said, you don't have to do that. You can show the entire battle map if you'd like. But it's really cool, when you're going through a dungeon and the thief or the group wants to split up. You can, I drag one group into Discord, one channel, the other group into the other channel, and they can go explore their own versions of the dungeon, and I can have no real communication between them, and they actually have to go back and explain what they saw because the other members in the party, for example, if I was to switch to the red color now, he didn't see anything that blue saw. So I think that's a really cool feature. I think it definitely needs a little tweaking for things like this, or the big battle map underneath, because the blue chip did reveal the entire map instead of just that little area. But it's really cool. So a couple other cool things you can do is, I'm sure maybe some of you have heard of Hero Forge before. Hero Forge is a website where you can actually create miniatures and have them printed out, and you can get them sent to you. Or you can actually download a 3D file and you can import those 3D files into Tabletop Simulator, which is really cool. So my current campaign that I have going on, my 3 players all went in and created their own miniatures to play. So they went in and they designed all the colors, they designed absolutely everything with each one of their characters. So as you can see, it's really cool to. That was kind of creepy. Did you see what is going on there? That's creepy. But oop, I'm getting there. We go. So you can go in, and each one of them have made their own characters. It was funny when we first started playing. 2 of my people made their own characters, and we just found a generic guy for the third. About halfway through the adventure, all of a sudden I got a message in Discord that he had went and bought his model from Hero Forge because he felt left out from the rest of the group, which is kind of funny. But what's really, like I was saying before, there's been a lot of there's so much stuff in the workshop that you can find. So I've found so many. You don't have to pay for any of this. If I've got this whole folder full of models of different models and miniatures that other people have done that I've just saved to my computer now. So like if I'm looking for undead, for example, I've got a whole bag full of undead models that all I have to do is I come here and I can search, and I mean I have these different models of different types of skeletons, and this guy, it's super cool that all of this stuff is already there, and it's just ultimately finding it. And if you want your players to create their own models, you can, but there's lots of stuff out there. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of Tabletop Simulator. There's some cool, even you can go into, like I have a whole bag of different types of fire. So, you know, if you have someone who casts a fireball and you want to, you hit, as you hit, you know, you caught the trees on fire behind it. You can, there's these effects that you can add to the game. Oh, now the tree's on fire and things like that. There's hundreds and hundreds of different types of battle maps that have already been made out there. I know Murder Hobo has some videos on how to make your own, because it is cool to make your own battle maps and things like that. But like I'll show you another cool battle map here real quick. Dungeon. Oh, I really like this map. Someone has made this cool labyrinth map, and you know your characters are gonna have to explore through, and it's just really cool. Everything's 3-dimensional, so I get a lot more engagement from my players. I've got different cards saved of my world map that I created. I've got a city map here that I can just make bigger to move onto the board for my players to see and things like that. So there's lots of cool features. That's kind of the reason I chose Tabletop Simulator over others. I mean, I know things like Foundry and Roll20, things like that. They're very easy. They have all the rules built into them already. This kind of thing, you're gonna have to know some of the rules, or have these charts and things like that pulled up so you can easily access things. It's not quite as easy as those other things, but it definitely engages my players more, and I enjoy creating all of this and building it and setting up encounters and getting my miniatures out and preparing and turning on Fog of War and things like that. So that's it for today's video. I appreciate you checking it out. If you have any questions, you can come follow me on Twitter at alwaysfps. I will try to get back to you. I have my DMs are open on Twitter. I'll try to answer any questions that you have with Tabletop Simulator. I'm definitely not an expert. There's definitely people out there who know way more than I do. I've just been able to figure out how to use it for my party. So thanks for checking it out, and talk to you later.